My name is Fred Moten, and I appreciate the chance to be with you all tonight. We live after a river. Toxic land makes pretty flowers. She overgrew the yard with painted bottles and whippoorwills so we could be different and have a flavorful sound. Unbearable cold makes pretty dresses, and the rags are flayed by heat and fullness. The burning hole is hard to get a hold of whole. So this is for the ones who illuminate Black suffering. They keep saying, look what you did. They want them to say, yes, we did, we sorry, we sorry, we sorry, we sorry, we sorry, I'm sorry, we sorry, I'm sorry. They keep saying, look at them. Look at how they look at them. Look at how they keep looking away from them. Simple motherfucker, let's take a step away from them. You are my fortune against killing with your scary ways. It's something to be down with how losing and being lost fill up different kind of albums and run over cups. Dance in your head and let go the sped up real estate like it was in your collar. Tightly get ready for my love for you. We live after a river. Don't you hear them seasoned pans? Me and baby brother found mama where the rain carried her down from the roof to the foot of her pear tree. Surfacing. Even listening some while walking around, while they try to look up close, where Tootie counters under all over like Tootie Heath, like the days in grain, the specific gorse and specific burning, giving, glare again from bowl to whisk, which won't be the same as centering. Surfacing can only be reviewed. Eccentric landscape and recur, misbehaved 2 or 3 times in dragged approach and blown in common wind and broken weather. Sound like some sugary complications of surfacing and trying to walk around. Our boots on, then take them off, then put them in a row on the porch, then shelling peas off our delicate patch. Surfacing is different than facing. By surfeiting and forfeiting, the terrible history of face becomes surfacing, which is the history of position, which confers through circle and ongoing plat. It's closer than that. To prefer surfacing to face is looking so close that water runs like Libba's hard row luxury. The light compression, the airy density, the slice of lighted acre, which bears the weight of our delay. Soft, breathable textile, fibroid matted with blood from handing and torture, all that blood breathed in Manchester by babies, all that blood drunk by the man in Mayfair, the vegetable lamb's blood on branches, tied to the whipping machine, trapped in the drum machine, a jewel set in drumming's whip topography, bailed in pools of blood mixed by a pioneer, spun out by DJ Gandhi G for our protection and remembrance, to demonstrate our subtle bloom and fire, to make do and overdo and linger in this always being overdue, always behind, a rear, interred and double entered, interminably indebted, which seem like it do so much sharper now than any deed for this handing and tilling, this light stepping on stolen land. What I owe you? Nothing, all, surfacing all over the place, superficial, some super facility of passage, or passing out past passage and surf it, supple, super supplement, contra luxurious wealth already given in po little old making dues, little old sharing and coming, all forfeit and generate handing over, in steady transgressive giving of not enough, which is way too much. The cotton gin is inseparable from defacement, from blasted and unavailable and disavowed portraits we let the world see, because we can't look unless we look so close it's gone, because we gone from seeing all and nothing both above and below, from surfacing, from this fiery digging and hovering, thickening, surfacing, and tending to it, dubbing and redoubling the merger and divergent complicity, emerging in the way out of no way we keep misplacing, and all that spinning and milling around, tilling and mixing and weaving, that purposeless spinning and demonstrating, always about to go off, all but out of round, and how outness is always pending in this hanging around, this offset setting down, always all up in set it off, tending toward getting set out for the new thing, looking back and looking around and bending, spinning hid in the work in the wake of the Southern question, the spinning negate the careful brutality. It's just the sunshine in your brutal uniform. All that blood is the engine. Is that gin a computer? That computer picks cotton. All the magic is industrial. Is your Mac a McKinney? Nothing is, but who's digging, granting every wish, all this combing and souffle, as if a bend was climbing in the thickness of our flagrant dream, all turned and spun in how we're trapped in what we need, our gathering and hunger, our murmuring and murder, our holding on and being held, yelling across a field of ochre in a tempo we share to turn, it's spring and yelling mixes or new immeasure, and the stripes are hydrate, really yellow in that tender evening tree. What's the difference between grounding and background? It's not between them, but it is all up in grounding and background, and in their common engineering and imagining, because the sound of a field that's worked and played on by a Black family in them for 100 years makes owning a lie until some kind of way it doesn't, in some kind of so-called freedom, and then some kind of way some nothing comes out from something and plays all through the work to play like it holds something for us, for them to see, to hear the burning of our giving it away, making laying sculpture down light blue, like looking can't be felt but sound. Nobody brought their box, but they came to see you give. They have, evidently, so they want some more. They want more demonstration, the circle, the salt march, the chaka, the shaker, the gita, the engine, the garment in surfacing, sounding like groove thread burning and giving. But it's not just that, because in the touch of these tables you prepare, surfacing curves the convulsion of our feeling, and they're looking not quite close enough. That convolution always surfacing again, so that there's still the heavy play of surfacing, having worked through break and console. Surfacing describes, tells out its own ekphrastic outline out of turn, unsplotted, burned in giving. Ain't no story ever mine, ain't no spot ever belong to me, no map of all the intensities of either edge, just a spot so real that it's surreal complaint, which differential presence brings through all that weighing, never close enough to feel or hear or see through, all up on you at a distance while we're on the ground, is that we demonstrate surviving by spinning, which is surfacing. Notes on Gillian. Is the color field there's blood at the root? Our schedule is everyday sunshine blood. Every dead nigga on the street and every record spinning around, every last one whirling. That's what every record records in the blue they see. Which one of you motherfuckers can see and not see that? Black arts versus Black abstraction is a lie again and again, like you get not to see all that brutality and all that blue. You don't get to not see, motherfucker. But what happens when you act like you do? Somebody Black and poor can't breathe. Everybody dying of their dying breath. Nobody laying with them on the ground. All of us all fucked up with our phantom child, and you get to act like you alive in a brutal gallery? Thank you.